There we go. So thank you everybody for joining our October's SAP BTP Garage call. I know if you've joined the call before, we typically stick to use case topics. We talk about SAP BTP, we follow one Discovery Center mission and kind of take you through an introduction to the use case and do a demonstration. But this month, we wanted to bring you something that's brand new. It was just released for SAP TechEd, and we thought with you guys being one of our largest SAP BTP communities, it would make sense if we also introduced this to you and also did a demonstration. So what am I talking about? So if you watch the SAP TechEd keynote, which maybe you didn't, but if you haven't, you should watch it. Michael Ameling presented that. And one of the top topics that was presented was that the SAP Discovery Center has now actually expanded and has now included an SAP Business AI Feature Catalog and has enhanced the AI Feature Estimator. So I think this is a great topic, something that's useful for everybody. Our SAP BTP Service Catalog is heavily used in the Discovery Center, so this only enhances that even further and brings even more content to your fingertips. So to introduce this topic, I have brought on two experts to join me today. I have Holger Neuert, who's the Chief Product Manager from Commercialization. He's also the product owner for the service catalog. And along with him, Annette Raquel, also Product Manager of Commercialization. She'll be walking us through the demonstration today. And with that, I will hand over to Holger, and you guys could maybe just introduce yourself, provide a little bit of background on where you're coming from, and then jump right into the topic.
Thank you. So thanks for having us. And my name, as you mentioned, Holger Neuert. I'm the product owner of the Service Catalog and BTP Estimator. And since we are now live with the AI Feature Catalog, since 5th of October also for the AI Feature Catalog, the AI Feature Estimator we have already live since April this year. So I'm now 25 years with SAP, and in my role in the commercialization team, I'm now 7 years. Annette, maybe you would like to add your...
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot, Holger. Also, welcome from my side. My name is Annette Richel. I'm also working together with Holger on the so mentioned topics, Discovery Center, Service Catalog, Estimator, but also AI Business AI Feature Catalog and Estimator. And yeah, we are working together on this topic, I think now for 4 years. So I joined the team 4 years now. And yeah, I'm excited to present the demo today in this round.
Thank you, Annette. So I would like to first, we had already the introduction, and Annette will show you the demo. Before I go into the topic, I would like to show you the disclaimer, because we will also share with you some forward-looking statements about what we plan in future releases in Discovery Center for the AI Feature Catalog and also for the AI Feature Estimator, so be aware of that. So before I start, what the reason and of the AI feature catalog is, I would like to start what is an AI feature. So software is based on features, and we have a lot of feature in the different products like S/4HANA, SuccessFactors, Ariba, and so on. And now we have the topic that we enable some manual processes or features, normal features in the software with Gen AI, with generative AI. So for example, in SuccessFactors, you have a step as a HR manager where you have a job description, and here you write a job description or change a job description and then post it on LinkedIn or on platforms for jobs. And in this case, with the AI feature, you have the possibility that you get automatically generated the AI job description or update of the job description, and also support in posting that to the platform. So that is why we would like to offer customer the possibility to search what we offer in SAP as AI feature relevant for customers, for partners, for internals, and to have a centralized location to provide all the detailed information which is needed for the customers, like documentation, what are the benefits, what are the values, what are the prices around the AI feature, documentation, technical information, also what are the related feature, and maybe also what is the roadmap in this area for future releases. The second thing, what we did is also enhancing the estimator. And the estimator, as I mentioned before, we already went live in April this year, and we enhanced this estimator by values. So that you not only have the view how much it will cost, how many AI units, what the rate is and the costs, but also what kind of value add this AI feature brings. And the values we get from the VLM tool, that's the value lifecycle management. So since I'm working with SAP, I know that customer get some support from SAP if they buy products to calculate also value of that. And we use this information from VLM also in the value calculator. It's a rough estimate where and how much you could save with using this AI feature. And very important to mention, and that's a big difference to the BTP estimator, not only that we add the values, we give you some possibilities that you add a kind of sizing. So we ask you a kind of question, in which industry are you working? What are the numbers of employees and revenue? And we give you not only the value for this, but also the quantity. How many AI units other customers with this size and in this industry would need for this AI feature. So it's a glimpse that you know how much you could use as a quantity. But beside that, you can also have some questions, which helps you also to identify how much of the AI feature or quantity you would use. Before Annette shows you the demo, I would like to give you two further topics. So we went live on October. So we did that in three months. Really great work of our development team from the kickoff in end of June till the realization. We onboarded more than 70 AI features. We developed the catalog from scratch and collected all the necessary information via the costs, documentation, media files, and so on. What are we planning for the next phases? So behind the one is what we have as a prior one. Prior two is with a two, and the other is for the backlog in general of the tool. So what we would like to do is integrate BTP AI services in the AI feature catalog. So we have the BTP service catalog and the AI feature catalog, but we have also some BTP services which have AI functionality. So that's also interesting for you, that you can also build your own AI scenarios with BTP services. And we will show that in the AI feature catalog as well. Customers are asked also how is the technical setup. We do that, for example, in the service catalog that we describe for each and every service, how you initially set up this service. We will soon do that also for the AI features, prerequisites. So what do I need to use this AI feature? Very important is also language support. So Gen AI is language oriented. From that perspective, it's also important in which language context can I use this AI feature. So we will add that soon as well. Then support component that you, if you have an issue or question, that you can raise a ticket and you know exactly from the beginning on which component you will do that. As we have for the existing BTP service catalog, we would like to offer customer story, reference architecture, and use cases missions as well. And for the AI estimator, as I mentioned, we show the values and also the net savings. And the feedback from customers was that it looks very precise. So the question is, it's needed only in a range that we say you save for this AI in this AI feature when you use this AI feature in the year between 10 or 12,000 euros, so that you show only the range. We will have also the topic that you can add from the AI feature catalog features to the estimate, and we will add also the estimate or add estimates from SAP for Me. So SAP for Me is like the BTP cockpit is the administrative tool for BTP services. SAP for Me is the cockpit for the AI features. And we had that before, but due to the changes, we will also offer again the PDF and CSV download of Estimate. Having said that, I switch over to Annette, she will show you now the demo of the AI feature catalog and the estimator.
Thanks a lot, Holger. I'm just switching to my screen here. All right, so I think what you already saw on Cecily's screen in the beginning was the landing page of the Discovery Center, where she highlighted the new tile showing the business AI feature catalog. I have already now entered this catalog to share this quick demo. For you as a background information, in the presentation Holger just shared, we have included the links to the catalog and the estimator. So if you're interested, you will then also get this information to jump into the catalog and estimator by yourself and check out the functionalities. We have also created a video, or a colleague of us has created a video where he navigates through the different functionalities of the catalog and the estimator. You can also have a look into that if you want to get some deeper insights. I would just give a quick demo today in this call. All right, so we are right now in the business AI features sections. That means that's the overview of all the AI features available in the catalog. You see we have here all the tiles with the different information about each AI feature. It's possible to search for different information, but you could also use the different filter options. Like, for example, here you can filter for products. I could just choose the CXI toolkit, and then I get a list of all the features available in this specific product. Same is also on the side. We have different category, which offers us some filtering possibilities. So I could now also see which are the new and featured CX AI toolkit AI features. In this case, we have 3 featured AI features. But I could also, or a user could also, if interested, see which product category each of the AI feature is related to. If I, for example, I could also choose a different product. If I go back to all, and on each tile, I also, beside the title or the feature name, I get a short description of what this feature is about. And in this gray box, we see the product name. And if I'm now interested, or the user is interested to get further insights, you can click on the tile and get redirected to the detail page. So in this case, I selected the job description feature. Here I get a little bit more detailed description, as well as benefit and business value information. We have also in this case a video which explains a little bit more the product and the AI feature, but it could also be for other features that you get images or screenshots from systems. And on the right side in this white box, we have a list of helpful links, helpful resources, for example, the help portal pages for the AI feature or the product, also what is maybe new in the product. Also very interesting is the business value 3-pager, which includes a lot of further information related to this AI feature. So if you just scroll through here, you get also information about value drivers, enablers, and so on. So this is also very insightful. And if I now scroll down, I come to the pricing section. So here the user gets an overview of the prices for this AI feature. So what is the capacity unit value and therefore the cost? I can also switch currency if needed. Currently I have Euro enabled, and it's also possible then to see the value, in this case also in Euro. The value is different based on the industry, so I could also switch the industry to the industry which is related or which is related to the company of the user, and then I get a different value here is shown, and also here at the end the value in Euro is calculated. Here everything is based on quantity 1, so it's just to get some quick overview. If you are interested to have a deep or like a more detailed estimation, you can click on the OpenAI Feature Estimator to do the estimate in the estimator itself, which I will do in a second or show in a second. But before that, just to sum this page up, at the bottom we have the related product section, where you get further insights about the product. In this case, it's SAP Class Content and Workforce Management. By clicking on this link, you can also, or you get redirected to the Help Portal page where you get further information. You see which other AI features are related and also available in the catalog. Could be also more than just one, like in this case. And we have also the product roadmap linked here. So the roadmap explorer for the product, but already filtered for artificial intelligence and generative AI. So we can see what is upcoming for this product in this area. Okay, now I would jump into the estimator by clicking on OpenAI Feature Estimator button, and I get redirected to my local AI feature estimate. If you're interested, you can also directly go into the control center, my AI feature estimates, to create your own estimates. This is also explained in the video as already mentioned. Before I could also start by adding features, but before I will do that, I like to enter the basic parameters. These are necessary so the industry is necessary for calculating or for getting the value information, and the number of employees and the revenue is necessary to calculate the number of quantity needed for each and every AI feature. And as you can see, I just chose, let's assume this is a user from an industry where the company is industry chemicals with 1,000 employees and revenue of 300 million euros. I will now add the job description, which I just have shown, and to have a second one, I will choose also interview questions generation. And as you can see now, the number of transactions and the number of pages are calculated based on the information I have included here as basic parameters. So we just did one transaction for the job description creation, but here it says 37 pages for the interview questions generation. And with that, we get the capacity unit value, the cost, and also the value for each AI feature based on the industry selected. And the net savings are calculated. This is done by value minus cost. Same for both AI features. And in the bottom and also in the top, the whole net savings and cost are then summed up and shown on a yearly basis. So here we see then at the bottom and also at the top the total numbers of cost and AI units needed, and in the end also what will be the total yearly net savings. Correct. So this is basically the main functionality of the estimator. Feel free to check out by yourself with the links provided in the slide decks, and also check out the video. This is very insightful and also explaining most of the functionality. And by saying that, do you have any questions? That would be the demonstration part from my end. Now it's time for questions from your side.
Yes, thank you, Annette. And you guys can add your questions directly in the chat. And the video that you mentioned, Annette, will you share a link to that in the chat, or how
Yeah,
will
I
they
think
able to find that?
that's already in the slide deck, right, Holger? The link
Okay.
is already included. And if not, you're on mute right now.
Yes,
If
I
not,
can already
yeah,
link it into the chat.
correct.
Great. So our first question is there, which is, how is the value calculated?
That's a good question. So as I mentioned in the intro, we use the VLM tool, and the VLM tool is based on the experience over 20 years, I think, which I work now with SAP. We calculate and collect the data, but also buy some data to calculate this information. So we use the VLM tool as a source and provide that here as a rough estimate and a rough value in the estimator.
All right. And this is also a pretty specific question, but is it required to use SAP AI Core and AI Launchpad? And how are these built together?
This is also a good question. So these are two different use cases. So the feature AI feature is part of a software, yeah. So like job description, what Annette showed. So you don't have to build something on your own. If you go to BTP, you have the Lego bricks where you put the different Lego bricks together and you get something new. So when you do some own scenarios where you build something in the AI area with AI Core and AI Launchpad, that's different. So you build some new software, and with the AI feature, you use existing software. How is it built? That's the second question. So the AI features, you have AI units. You have the possibility to get that via package like RISE, Premium Plus, for example, or via an own contract. You can buy AI units. It's different to the BTP. With BTP, you can buy the services like AI Core or AI Launchpad by a subscription, pay as you go, or consumption-based contracts like pay-as-you-go, CPA, or BTPA.
Thank you. The next question is this AI feature available for success factors only? So I think that's related to your demo.
No, not only. So have a look at the AI feature catalog, look at the different categories and also to the products, and you will find all the different LOBs from BTP, Ariba, over SuccessFactors, Fieldglass, and so on.
Great. Holger, can you give us a quick live demo of, let's say, use of AI-enabled option interview question generator for explain, probably for explanation, is what they're saying.
Yeah, sure. So if you go for So if I understood your question correctly, you would have here, for example, I reset, and you have asked for the question generator. Question generator, and then I think you mean the input questions. How many job requisitions do you create every month? So say 10, and then what is the average number of interviewers per requisition? You have maybe 100, and then you get 1,000 pages per month. That's different. So the industry, number of employees, and revenue gives you the possibility of a sizing, but we have also the possibility via the input help, so that you can also add some questions, and then you get also a kind of sizing what you can then use. You see then with a quantity of 1,000, you would have then 49 euros per month and a saving of 2,000 euro per month. Was that, I hope that is answering your question.
I think so, based
Good.
on what I'm seeing in the chat. The other one also not necessarily related to the feature catalog or the estimator, but are there going to be any certification exams for AI?
There are
sure.
already some. I
Yeah.
did one, I think in June, with OpenS SAP, where also Philip Hatzig did that. It's more business related. It was not technical deep, but look at the Open SAP courses, so you can get the certification. Look at my profile in LinkedIn, and you will see that I got this certificate as well. We can put that
SAP
into the
Learning,
chat as well.
the learning.sap.com. I can add the chat. I can add a link to it in the chat. He was just mentioning that OpenSAP wasn't there anymore, but yeah, renaming, but the content is more or less the same. Yeah. Great. Any other questions? If not, then I want to thank you, Holger and Annette, for joining us today. Thank you so much for the context, Holger, we provided for the background and also for the in-depth demonstration and also answering the questions. If you missed any part of the call or you want to share it with somebody in the future, we will also prepare a recording of the call and make it available on the BTP Garage YouTube playlist. I provided a link to that already in the chat. It usually takes us around 48 hours, so if you don't see it immediately, it is coming. And we'll have another garage session both November and December. We will go back to our typical use case style. We'll focus on one BTP use case and give some more demonstrations. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining. Thank you to our experts and enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks
everyone.
a lot. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.